Hello and welcome to another X-Ray Tech video. Today we're going to be talking about how automation enables remote work. So if you've lived on planet Earth over the last year and a half, you've noticed that remote work is a critical piece of everyone's day. Now, the best talent in the world is determined to make remote work either a staple or a hybrid approach to working anywhere. And it's no surprise that remote work is so highly desired by pretty much everybody at this point. So let's talk about how automation can help aid your remote workers and creating a work environment that is not only supportive of remote work, but essential for remote work. So let's get into it. So because remote teams are going to be in different time zones and they'll have different responsibilities on different teams, maybe someone in customer success, someone in sales, someone in finance, someone on your design team, right? There could be a whole bunch of different people in different time zones. Well, check-ins and notifications being driven by an automation allows your notifications and your check-ins to be asynchronous, to correctly hand off the right information to the right person when it's time for them in their time zone. It's sort of meeting the remote worker where they are. If you have automations that are set up to pass the proverbial baton from one person to the next, the automation is going to be able to do that in a much more tactful way without blowing somebody up at 3 o'clock in the morning. The second step is going to be access and resources. So as your team grows and expands, and as you onboard new clients and start to grow as a company, there's going to be patterns of workflows that end up happening. You're going to create files, you're going to share those files, and you're going to deliver new things to your clients. Well, having an automation be the backbone of giving access and accumulating resources, let your team know with consistency where those resources and where those files and folders are being created. The automation is going to create the consistency of creation and allow them to reliably be in the places that you'd expect them to be all the time. In other words, you're removing the human from figuring out where to properly create, file away, or document something that was already built. With an automation, you can set up those consistent actions to always create a folder inside of this Google Drive subfolder, or always create a new Slack channel when you get a new customer. You can set up these rules that allow your entire team to trust what is being done by robots and be able to act on their own to be able to find things and get access to the things they need to be successful faster. The third and arguably the most critical feature of having automations for your remote team is faster work. When automations are taking away the robotic tasks that your entire team needs to perform in order to even be successful, right? Things like making sure all the information is updated in a document or relaying information from one software to the other, automation should do that, not your people. So by having an automation always updating the things that need to get done that are typically mindless work or robotic work, copying and pasting, data entry, things like that, your team is able to focus on creative, analytical, strategic, and thoughtful work. And that is the work that's going to generate you more value and revenue inside of the company and allow them to have a better experience at work. So you'll get higher talent, you'll retain higher talent, and you'll be able to find that talent anywhere in the world instead of just your time zone. So to wrap things up, growing in a remote working capacity is essential if you're planning on growing your company over the next 5 years. Remote work is not going away, and people like you are probably doing remote work now, or at least have done remote work in the last year. So when you're thinking about whether or not you should adopt automations inside of your company, consider this. Do the most talented people live in your backyard? Probably not. It's going to be a lot easier to find higher quality talent from anywhere in the world than it is in just your time zone. And if you set up automated infrastructure to be able to automate the robotic tasks and allowing your team to focus on the mindful tasks, you're going to have a lot better talent and team on your side to be able to achieve more by doing less. So I hope this video has been helpful. If there's anything else you'd like to see us cover here on the show, don't be afraid to let us know. As always, links and resources are in the description down below. And don't forget, keep the flow. Thanks.